Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Make sure to subscribe below and also to follow me on Instagram at The Notorious Life. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup look routine. So first I start out with no makeup on, of course. I just put on my little headband. So the first product I'm going to start out with is the ROC Retinol Eye Cream. And I just put this on my ring fingers and dot it underneath my eyes, on my eyelids and around, and just pat that in. Next, I'm going to take my ROC Retinol Deep Wrinkle Serum, and I'm going to put that, I put about 2 pumps on my fingers, and I dot that all over my face and my neck area. And next, I'm going to take my Olay Regenerist Micro-Sculpting Cream. I really like this because it's thick and very hydrating, but it doesn't leave my skin feeling greasy or anything like that, which is what I hate about moisturizing creams. But I put that all over my neck and my chest and my face, and just rub all that in really good. While I let all of that sit in and marinate, I take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in chocolate, and I just use the brush, the ABH brush that is just sold with it. I mean, I use that because I have long eyebrow hair, so I like to groom my eyebrows first before I put any pomade on. When I do my pomade, I start at the arch of my eyebrows and then work the remainder of the product forward, just so I'm not putting too much, making it too heavy in the front. I take the spoolie and I just blend that out throughout my eyebrows and just kind of reshape them a little bit if they've gotten a little bit messed up or anything. Next, I take this Benefit Boiing Industrial Strength Concealer. You can use any concealer that you want. I like cream concealer whenever I'm cleaning up my brows. Whenever I'm blending, I kind of get a little messy with the pomade and it kind of gets all over the place. And then after that, I just rub in the rest of the concealer that's around my brows, just kind of blending it out. And I take the spoolie again and just make sure I blend it so there's no harsh lines or anything. It just looks natural. Next, I'm going to prime my face with my Glamglow Glowstarter spray. Say that 12 times fast. So first I'm going to be starting off with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, number 25 in medium. I use this one before I put on my foundation. I just use it underneath my eyes for any dark circles. I also use it on my nose. I have a little bit of discoloration on my face and my nose is actually really red compared to the rest of my face. Foundations I use are the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in warm nude. And then the second foundation that I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This one is in the color 240 Golden Beige, and I'm using the Dewy Smooth one. I use about a pump and a half of the Born This Way foundation, and I use just a smidge of the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. The Born This Way foundation is a little bit lighter for me right now, so I do mix in the Fit Me foundation just to help darken a little bit because I did get a little bit tan during the summertime. And then that's usually the right color for me. So after I finish mixing my foundations, I go back with my Real Technique sponge and I go ahead and blend out that first layer of concealer all over my face and underneath my eyes. I like to blend my concealer on my eyelids too because it helps the coverage with any veins or anything that you can see in my eyelids. And I go ahead and take my foundation and dot that all over my face. And I rub whatever excess I have underneath my chin so I can bring that down on my neck and blend it out really well. I go back in with the Real Technique sponge. I do blend to my ears just because you don't want to get that Jim Carrey Son of the Mask look. Next, for highlighting, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the number 20 Sand. And I just use this concealer. I draw triangle-like shapes underneath my eyes. I really like this one for highlighting. The Fit Me Concealer is very thick and it has lots of coverage in it, which I really like. And what I like to do on top of that is I like to use my Garnier Skin Active Brightener Dark Circle Roller. I just like using this because the ball in it is like very cool and it helps with any puffiness I might have when I'm doing my makeup this early. And I just go back in with my Real Technique sponge and just blend that out, going upwards to help highlight. Okay, so next I'm going to take my Airspun Loose Powder in translucent, and I'm going to mix a little bit of my Revolution Luxury Banana Baking Powder with that. Take my Real Technique sponge and I blend back underneath my eyes just to make sure I don't have anything creased, and I work on my forehead and around my mouth because those are my problem areas I have. Then I take a beauty blender. This is one I got from TJ Maxx, and I just dip that in the powder and I press it in the areas that I need my foundation or concealer or whatever just to be set and not creasing. And you're gonna look like that you got in a fight with a powdered donut, but that is perfectly okay. So I do that in the center of my forehead where I have any lines, and I do it around my mouth as well where I might have any creasing just from smiling or anything like that. I go back in and do it underneath my eyes once more. Now this might look like a lot, but you are going to save the rest of that powder for later. So next I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. angled blush brush in my Anastasia contour kit in light to medium. The two colors I'm going to be using today are Java and Fawn, and I just use this brush to sculpt out my cheekbones. I use this around my forehead. I use it also behind my ear whenever I'm doing along my jawline, just to make sure I'm making that shadow and that it's very natural looking. So next I take my e.l.f. powder brush, and I like to use that to just kind of blend it out to make sure that everything is just flawless and seamless looking. Then I go back in with my Hoola bronzer. This is just a sample that came with a birthday thing from Sephora that I got. And I like to use two different color contours just because you need to give your face dimension. So next I'm going to take that excess powder that we had before, and I'm going to use this just to bake in the hollows of my cheekbones, and that just helps accentuate the contour. And I go back in with that angled brush and just kind of blend it in to make sure that's nice and smooth. So next I'm going to take my Maybelline 24-Hour Color Tattoo, and this is in Barely Branded, and use this on my eyelids to prime it for my eyeshadow. And I just blend that in with my fingers. For this look today, I'm going to be using my Tartelette in Bloom palette and my Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. Those are the two eyeshadow palettes that I've been using the most lately. For my crease, I'm going to be using Sweetheart and Smarty Pants just on that same Naked 3 brush that I used before. These two colors are going to be our transition shade, and I like the color that it makes when I mix the two together. Then I'm going to take the e.l.f. angled, this is contour brush. I like to use this just to blend out my eyeshadow with. Next I take my e.l.f. C brush, and I use this one for my lid. And the color that we're going to be using is Firecracker. So next we're going to be getting into the Naked Heat palette. The first two colors that we're going to be using are He Devil and En Fuego. I just apply these two colors to the outer V of my eyeshadow. After I apply it to both sides, I go back in with that angled brush and I just use that to blend out anything. Then I go in with this tapered brush that came in my Naked Smoky palette, and I just take that and I tap it into Enfuego and Ashes, and I apply this also to the outer V. Next I take this e.l.f. blending brush and I use this just to blend out the rest of my eyeshadow, make sure that it's nice and seamless. So after I'm done with my eyeshadow, I go in again with my e.l.f. powder brush and I use that just to brush off all of my bake away and any fallout that might have happened. So after I do my eyeshadow and I brush away all my bake, I like to curl my eyelashes before I do anything else. And this is just my Revlon eyelash curler. I'm pretty sure I just got it from Walmart when I was in middle school. So next I'm going to take my Inglot gel eyeliner. This is in 77. I'm pretty sure this is like the blackest black one. And I just take this BH Cosmetic angled eyeliner brush. So when I do my eyeliner, I actually have to hold my eye while I do it because I do not know any kind of dark magic or anything, and I cannot line my eyeliner with just my eye open or whatever on its own. So next I'm going to take my Rimmel Kohl Kajal Scandalize eyeliner, and this is in the color brown. I like to use brown eyeliner on my under eyes just because it's not as harsh as black eyeliner, but I still get that nice definition. So next I go in with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and this is in Blackest Black. And I like this one because you can layer it and you don't get that spider eyelash effect or anything like that. So next I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Sugar Glow Kit and my BH Cosmetics 115 tapered brush. The first color I'm going to use is Gumdrop, and I just tap my brush into that and I pat it on the high points of my cheekbones. I really like to layer my highlights, especially the Anastasia ones, because they're very frosty, so you can definitely build them up. Next I'm going to go in with Starburst and I layer that on top of Gumdrop. I just like the way it looks. For my nose, I like to use a more subtle, natural highlight, so I'm going to go with my Tarteist Pro Glow Highlight and Contour Kit, and I'm going to use the color Strobe. And I just apply this with my e.l.f. Fluffy Concealer Brush. So next I'm just going to take my NARS blush, and I'm going to leave the color down in the description box below, and I just take this blush brush that I got from Walmart. I feel like I got it when I was like in 7th grade. I've had it literally forever. So I just pop this color on the apples of my cheeks. So I just go back in with that Maybelline Color Tattoo, and I like to use that as an inner corner highlight. So my two favorite lip products to go with this look are my Burt's Bees Pomegranate Chapstick and my NYX Lip Lingerie in the color Cabaret. I was liking the way that everything looked with just using my Burt's Bees chapstick, so I think I'm just going to stick with that. So guys, this is the finished look. This is just kind of my go-to makeup look that I've been doing a lot lately. I like this look just because it's not too much, but you still get a little bit of that nice beat look. If you like this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please also don't forget to comment below or on my Instagram of what kind of videos and contents that you all would like to see. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.